Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get myself together. I got really high before I came here.
How's your day going?
It's good.
What is your interest in film?
I like film. I like media and I like TV. And I like how it intertwines with real life and it's based off it, but it stretches it.
Previously, I believe you were at Chico. I believe you were just doing general education there?
Yeah. I originally went to Chico. I didn't really know what I wanted to study at that point, and I had probably like a freshman year's worth of college credits, and I still had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do. So I just kept with that pace at Chico. Tried out like business, and I tried out gender studies and multicultural studies, and I liked my photography classes the best. So even though that school wasn't the right fit after a year and a half, it was a learning path, so it was cool. Ended up here eventually.
How are you enjoying this school?
It's great. I love it. It's a lot better than Chico. You don't burn your tits off. It's not like 105 degrees all the time. But Santa Cruz people are really nice. I love the professors. Some are a little zany, but a lot of them are quirky and like actually really intelligent people. So that's one thing I like about it.
How are the film classes now that you've chosen your career path?
They're good, but they're not really film classes. This is honestly the first one where I've used cameras and been able to rent out equipment and like construct my own thing.
On your path to getting to UC Santa Cruz, you've had to deal with your share of problems, struggles, everyone has. What would you say have been things that have kind of withheld you on your way here?
Well, I got a surgery on my left arm where basically all the muscle was eroded because I had dislocated it like 50 times prior. I got this surgery, and that really sucked. I was out of school, like bedridden, stripped of independence for probably a good 8 or 9 months, and that was just like hydrocone and physical therapy. That's all that was. So that sucked.
I have something known as epilepsy, as I believe you do know as well, because I believe you've told me as a good friend that you yourself have a type of epilepsy as well. So how has that affected you throughout life?
It might be different for you, but I have juvenile myoclonic epilepsy, so that means I've had it since I was like a wee little baby. So my first incident, I was in preschool, and I had what's called a grand mal seizure, which is like a really, really huge, like complete shutdown and chaos festival in essentially your brain. It was a really big one. It was over a minute. That's what classifies it as grand mal, that and like the level of severity. I started seeing doctors and stuff, and I was on medicines, and it would be really weird because I'd be good for like years and years, and they'd think I had outgrown the condition, and then they take me off medication, and I would go a year, maybe 2 years or something, and then I would have another seizure all over again, and they put me back on medication. I guess I really saw how it could change your life, because once I was in high school, and I had a seizure outside of my high school, hit my head on the concrete, and like woke up in an ambulance, and the next day everyone at school was really weird. But yeah, it really makes you think about, I sort of think about your bodily health more than you would, I think, if you were like a 8-year-old or 9-year-old. My parents were always like really, really protective about if I would go over to a friend's for a sleepover about what time I went to sleep, because my epilepsy was induced, or at least my like, when it would flare up, it was induced by stress or lack of sleep or lack of medication.
A lot of medications do tend to have restraints, such as no alcohol drinking, no drugs, and growing up, of course, everyone experiments.
When I was in college, I really, specifically my first year of college when I was at Chico, where there's that huge binge drinking atmosphere, and I saw all my friends get like drunk out of their mind, blackout, puke, like piss themselves drunk. I used epilepsy as a vice to like back out of social situations of drinking a lot.
You could kind of look at it as a bit of a silver lining then, can't you?
It is an easy way out, but I don't feel like it should have to come to the point where your health risks are the reason why you're excused. Like, that says a lot about the atmosphere itself of college to drink. Yeah, I'm a soldier.
Okay, I'm an